Hi, hope you guys are all doing well. Today I want to talk about Theta Healing. I just became a practitioner of Theta Healing about 3 weeks ago. It was my first course. It was a weekend course, so it was it's called a Basic DNA Theta Healing. Yeah, it was really awesome. I heard someone, well, I've been watching lots of Theta Healing videos on YouTube. Anything I'm interested in, I refer to Google and YouTube. And yeah, I saw, I think on one of them, someone said that it was like a prayer on steroids. And yeah, like definitely. When I was doing it, I thought, wow, this is a lot like prayer. This is very focused prayer. And also the looking up, you know, when people, like, when they're praying and stuff, and like they're like, they're going like this, but they're kind of like looking upward, like they're directing it kind of upward. And that's actually like the technique of going up to the Creator in Theta. So basically, like, you in this technique, you go into your heart, feel all the love for everything, and then send it down to the earth, and then you get that back, and it goes up through your feet, and then up, aligning your chakras. I like to imagine doing a little pit stop, before I go back into my body, and gathering 7 flowers, and then I just place them on each one of my chakras, and when it goes onto the chakra, it blooms, and that's kind of how I imagine my chakras opening and aligning. So yeah, you do that, ding 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 ding, and then you're up here in the crown chakra, and then you go into a big ball of light. Well, it doesn't have to be a big ball, just a ball of light, and then you go up, past the planets and stars, and then you see white lights, a whole bunch of white lights, and that's the ancestral plane. And then past that, there's white and dark lights, and that's the angel plane. And then past that, there's the laws of the universe, and it's usually like a jelly-like substance. I see it as kind of purpley, like a purpley jelly-like substance, with lots of shapes and numbers in it and stuff like that. That's kind of how I view it. And then you go past that, and for some people it's hard to break through that. Yeah, just a few people in my class and stuff like that. Actually, there was one guy in class, and I definitely commended him for being there. Really, I just thought that was really great. And he had particular trouble getting through the 6th plane of the laws of the universe. But anyway, once you get past that plane, then there's the iridescent white light, and then you basically become like, you meld with it, or become that white light, which is the Creator or God, or all they call it, in the book and stuff like that, the Creator of all that is. And I like that. That's that works for me. They could just be, so you could call it whatever you want, really. But yeah, the Creator of all that is, that works for me, so I use that sometimes. Sometimes, I just kind of use whatever I feel inclined to use. I think if you just it means the same thing. So anyway, you go up there, and then also I was kind of thinking, like, when I first started it, I'd go up and stuff like that. But then I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? I know that God is in every tiny little atom and molecule that makes up my entire body and the entire reality. So I was like, why do I have to go way up there to get to him? And so I was like, well, I raised my hand. I was like, is it possible for me to imagine going through those planes and getting to the creator of all that is, by going, you know, infinitesimally small, you know, like going from, like, you know, me to molecules, to atoms, to particles, and then finding that that point. I think that this is a little bit off topic. It's not. This isn't theta healing as you're taught, but this is kind of my understanding of where God is in an infinitesimally, you know, on the microcosm, in the microcosm instead of the macrocosm. I believe that you know how everything has a torsion field that goes around and then into the center and then around and into the center. Well, I believe that in the center, in the center, that's where God is, and I believe that he or it or the creator wants the experience of everything that has a torsion field, wants the experience of the energy going out, and then it's like this, it's like it's inputting its experience when it's going out, or no, sorry, not inputting, gathering experience when it's going out, and then inputting it to God when it goes back in. So that is also, I think, why in every tiny little particle there is all the knowledge in the universe. Because I think Nassim Harrison, I don't know if I said that word right, or that Nassim someone anyway. I think he's a French scientist. His theory is that in every circle there's a black hole, like there's a black hole in the sun and stuff like that. And I think that's where all the knowledge of the universe is, you know, inside the center of the torsion field. So anyway, I kind of am in two places at once when I'm imagining this. You know, I do the typical going up to God, but then I also do at the same time going infinitesimally small and into that I guess 0 point or what have you, that point where I believe that all the knowledge in the universe is. So that's the kind of technique to getting to the creator. And when we're at that spot, we're in theta, the theta brain waves. So right now I'm in beta, and then I guess regular meditation you'd be in alpha,